For more content like this, log on to GibboPresents.com.
It's Gibbo, and right now I'm once again joined by Randy Valentine, the artist with the biggest smile in the business. Randy, how are you?
Blessed love, Gibbo. Everything's blessed. Everything is always okay. We're good. We're there. Still pushing like we were saying, you know? See.
Still pushing. The new EP produced by Joe Ariwa is out now and doing very well. Little story, I was downloading it last week and I thought it seems like ages since you first announced this project. So I jumped on Instagram, scrolled all the way back, and you know how long ago it was when you first announced it?
How long?
42 weeks. You kept us waiting for almost a year. But I have to say, worth the wait, in my opinion.
Respect, man. Respect, Gizmo. Respect. You know what? I think for this one, I really wanted to go and have some different conversation, get some new experiences, you know, get some new inspiration. So I really wanted to take my time with this one. Plus, we were on the road promoting the Break the Chain project at the same time. So while we were doing that, we're just balancing everything. And I guess, you know, all good things come to those who wait. And you wait and good things happen. So yeah, blessings.
Before we get into more details about the EP itself, I need some background info. When did you and Joe first meet? How far does the relationship go back?
You know, this story, you know, is amazing how this is actually happening. Because before I even met Joe, I knew Neil, which is Mad Professor. And before I knew him as Mad Professor, it was just my landlord, you know. We were working in the studio that they owned the building in South London, and we were just there paying rent to Neil. That's all. At the end of the month, we could pay rent to Neil, and that's it. So it was never the history of us saying, yeah, we were working in Ariwa Studios. That didn't even really occur to me until later on when he heard us making some reggae sounding style, you know. And him say, yeah, you guys like reggae, like the bass line, come check out the studio. I went inside, I was like, wow, this has been here all of these years. You know, and then him say, he gave me the history. He said, yo, this is what we've been doing. Check it out. I went online, I checked out a dub that he was doing. I think he was sampling Marvin Gaye, and listened to that, and that was amazing, listening to how the sound was running, knowing that I always like having them echoes and them big reverb in my music. And I see where the influence came from and see where it's kind of like originating from as well. And to know that I was in that building was amazing. So I just start naturally gelling with the sound, man. The vibe was did, you know?
That has to be fate. You come to London.
We're going to do some music. We were going to try. Yeah.
You come to London and your landlord is none other than dub legend, Mad Professor.
Imagine that. You never are part of the plan. We never expect that. I don't know how God how you line that up, you know. But I give thanks for that, for real.
So why did you and Joe decide to make an EP right from the get-go and not just a single? Were you that confident that people would love the material you and him came up with?
I was very, very sure. I was very, very sure after listening to their sound and knowing what I like to do, and they love the kind of vibe that I've been doing, you know. So working with any producer, I think any producer that we get in, I get into the studio with, once they have that genuine passion for it, I think we'll create something amazing. And that was natural. They could match the passion that I was bringing. More time I work with certain producers, and certain producers only working with you because they know they can get this thing from A to B, not because they really want to have that impact on the listener. So I see that Joe really love it like that. And I was like, boom, I love the dub sound. Let's go, my brother. Dub we are to the future right now. Still pushing.
This project obviously has a theme or a sound, and Bring Back the Love did as well with the foundation rhythms that you voiced on. Do you think people take more interest in a project when it's got a concept or a theme like this?
I believe it makes the listening soothing for the ear. You know, I believe it's like a journey from intro to outro. You just shared the whole experience with the artist that you sat in the studio for months trying to create, and you got to experience that more time. When you spread it everywhere and it's just random stuff, you're gonna have the person listening to it like it's random, just like that, and getting random vibration. But when you set the theme and you set the mood, and it's like, yo, let's have a conversation on this project, they will love it. And I see the response in that. More, I believe in presenting more of a body of work than more than just doing singles every other time, you know. I prefer to do the projects.
So going forwards, do you think your future releases will also have a concept or a theme?
Yeah, future release, I definitely want to continue on this path. As you can see on the Still Pushing EP with the intro, we did the same harmony start intro, you know, that we did from Bring Back the Love, where that was just an idea that I had that I always wanted to try. And I liked it. Then I did the same thing for the chain harmony style intro, and it was better for me personally. It was the first one, and then we went back again. So boom, still pushing, we're still carrying the same vibe, and I like that. You know, I like this uniform style of creating music. You know, so I want to continue on this path. I will still definitely release single, but mainly my main focus is always going to be working on projects.
I know this EP is doing well on iTunes. It had only been out for a matter of hours, and I got an email from Riga telling me it was already top of the reggae charts in Switzerland and Germany, I think it was.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Do you have a sales update? Do you know how many countries it's charting in at the moment?
I haven't got a sales update yet. Still, we have a meeting coming up in the next 2 days with, you know, the distributor. So we're gonna be having that conversation, and you'll be one of the first person I would tell. So definitely, but it's looking good. The feedback has always been blessed. Everybody's saying, "Yo, them like the vibe. They can hear the growth," which is what I wanted to showcase. You know, I wanted to show that as a person you can grow, and as a person, as you grow, your music should also grow. Sometimes you're an artist, and for the past 10 years, he sounded for the past 10 years like he as a person hasn't grown, or she as a person hasn't grown. So I like that mainly the main feedback that I'm getting is that they can sense or they can feel the growth within the music.
So would it be safe to say then that you're someone who judges the success of a project more by the feedback and comments you get from the fans rather than the sales figures?
Definitely, because we weren't doing it for the sales figures in the first place. The main thing I always keep in mind is that anything that comes in financially is always a bonus, but that's not the core of the mission. It's not the main reason. That's why we're doing this thing. That's why even Bring Back the Love was free. And you see the response that came from giving away free music. We got so much love back, and in the end that also brought back a little bit of financial gain, but that's not the main thing, you know. I think when you push it for money, you'll see how hard it is to push it for money, because it's reggae music. You can't really sell vibrations like that. You know, you can't just say, "Yo, this is how I feel, I'm going to sell it to you." No. Allow that person to enjoy it and experience it, and then offer you something, you know, naturally. And that's how people buy music. That's how you buy music. You buy what you like. So, you know, I'll allow you to share, to feel that and like that first, and then you decide you want to pay something.
I know asking you to choose your favorite track from the EP is a bit like asking someone to choose their favorite child, but is there one track which stands out to you or that's got particular significance?
Okay. I love every single song on this project for its own specific reason. But the one, if I check my iTunes, a playlist to see the most played from the album, it will definitely be Dub Is The Answer and the Still Pushing intro. You know, Still Pushing, I love the intro. I love harmonies. You know, I love how I feel when I listen to it. I love listening to my music, and I love that vibration is alive in it, that people listen to it and feel the same thing. I love Still Pushing Angel, but then Dub Is The Answer, the last tune, the dub tune produced by Joe. So I love that. I love dub music. I love what he did with the vocals. I love the piano solo in it. I know it off of my head. I can sit down and just play it like me. I play it. You know, so I love that one.
I couldn't chat to you without mentioning your big collab with Major Lazer and Taranchyla, Roll the Bass. First off, congratulations. Secondly,
respect.
Did the opportunity come through Junior Blender?
You know that. You know Junior Blender is family, and Junior Blender has always been showing support, you know, from the EP when we sat down and produced the Break the Chain. It was in there. I could tell that he genuinely appreciated, you know, the whole process of creating the music. I can tell that he has a genuine passion for it, the way he was telling me about how sit down for how many years and recreate all of the old rhythm them just to get it to the perfect sound. So I know he loves music like that. And then so the link always official. So him link me up and say, yo, Major Lazer them a look for a chorus. And definitely one of the first person I think of is you, because I want a dubplate chorus. And right now, you're one of my favorite dubplate artists. You know, so boom, it felt only natural, you know. So big up Driller Blender for that. You know, another blessing to give thanks for, you know.
Keeping things on a sound clash and a sound killing theme, how happy were you when your guys, Jugglerz, got their big win over Black Chiney in Berlin just the other month?
See, now when you say it like that, you say your guys, Jugglerz, got the win as if Black Chiney, they're not my family. Yo, oh, I can tell you genuinely, when I was listening to that clash, like, I felt, if it feel hard, I felt uneasy. I felt really uneasy. I felt out of balance. I felt like that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen the way it did, you know, because Jugglerz is family. Jugglerz definitely gave me one of the biggest strength across Germany as selectors, and they really say, yo, Randy Valentine, boom, Riga Empire, we're gonna move, boom, and they showed support, always showing support. Black Chiney, family, English Fire was there from Bring Back the Love and was saying, way before it came out in the studio, saying, yo, Randy, that thing you're gonna move, you know. He was there saying, yo, I believe in this project, and he's always been supporting him. Link Wally by DJ say, yo, check out the artist, check out the artist. So he's family too. So I'm in the middle of something where two guys are asking me now to do a dub plate, one for the next, and I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do it for one and not do it for the other. But then again, as an artist, I don't know how to not do the dub because it's a clash. You see, and so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do it fair. I'm gonna give everybody dub. Jugglerz get your dub, Black Chiney get your dub, and yeah, then it's now down to the clash, the selectors to make it work, and that's what happened still. But I still felt the unease. I felt like I was in the middle of a war where I'm bridging them a fight. But yeah, man, big up Jugglerz. See you here though. Cause we love clash, and, you know, win is win. And big up Black Chiney. See you here, so them win enough clash to Yazid. But you don't know, Black Clash, the Jugglerz take it. Them have the better version.
I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but there was a bit of a debate online about Jugglerz playing the custom from you in the Tune for Tune rounds. What was your reaction when they asked you to voice the custom specifically for that round? As you know, it's usually a round reserved for foundation artists.
I understood that. I understood the method. I understood the concept. I understood them as a new sound system. I understand them as a new sound system wanting the thing to evolve. See, I understood that. They wanted the scene to grow now, and they had an idea, and I supported it. Because I understand now, like, for 20 years from now, who's going to be the foundation artist? You know, what about them 30 years from now when all of the people them that's trapped in the foundation era, then, you know, what happens then when we can't reach it? Where does the new sound system go to? Who do they go to? You know, if foundation is only stuck in one era, you know. So I understand that they wanted it to evolve. You never know, Randy Valentine could be considered as a foundation artist at one point for the next level. But if it doesn't evolve, how will I be seen as a foundation artist if I'm just a new artist who just passed? I wasn't in that era, you know? So I understood what they were trying to do, and I supported that fully still.
Just before you said Junior Blender thought of you as a dubplate artist, and I'm continually hearing more and more sounds from all around the world playing you on dub. Was there a day when you made a decision that I want to be known as a dubplate artist? I want to be that artist that every sound has to have in their box. If you did have this realization or decision, surely it's a smart move. It's a great way to promote yourself and spread your music to a whole new audience.
Yeah. That was never a conscious decision. I knew I love Sound Clash. Yo, remember enough Sound Clash music to listen to band cassette when my father play. I got enough Sound Clash when my father play, and I kill enough sound small sound, a community sound over there at Clarendon. So I grew up in the Sound Clash thing. That's my sport. That's my football. I don't play football. Ask anybody. Ask me who's my team. You asked me last time, and I tell you I don't really have a football team. Sound Clash are my thing. I sit down and I listen to them on a daily basis, old or new. You know, it could be a car clash. I am there. Is it? So I didn't get up and say, I wanted to be the #1 Sound Clash artist. I just wanted to be a part of the scene. I loved that. I loved that. I'm sitting down and talked to Bushman a couple of weeks ago, and I said, Bushman, everywhere I'm going to be here, you're a dub, and especially that one dub, and the voice never changed, and I love the fact that you have so much passion. I'm seeing a dub session, and I say, get it right. Someone just do a quick dub and just gone, and I saw that he's like, no, you have to get it right, because this is a dub. And he loved it like that, So we love it as artists.
Just before we finish, you were out in the US and Jamaica last year, and you've already been all over Europe and to Australia this year. What does the future hold in store? Are you heading back to the US for a full tour?
Definitely going to go back to the US. We should be going back to the US next month, actually, for a whole month. Going to go to Cali, going to go back to Boston, back to, New York side, and just still promote, still push. We're still motivated, we're still inspired, we're still writing, we're still producing, we're still there, still a show. See, so we're definitely going to go back to the States. We're planning, we'll come back in August. We have Keep It Real Jam, that's going to be in Germany. That's one of my favorite festivals, you know that. So looking forward to that. We have a Reggae Festival. We wanted to take a break from the festivals this year in Europe, and give it, because we did it 2 years in a row. So I wanted to just give it a break and do something different, see some other sides. Hence why we even did the Australia thing earlier this year. We might even be going back to Australia later this year, and definitely go back to Jamaica, 100%. So enough movements, enough more movements.
We are pushing it hard, still pushing. The new EP from Randy Valentine, produced by Joe Ariwa, is out now. Go support and download it on iTunes. 8 tracks plus a video, certainly worth $5.99 of your hard-earned pounds here in the UK. Randy, as always, thanks a lot.
It's always a blessing, King. Respect.
Gibbo presents